Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about balancing in Tekken. Uh, in Tekken 7 and my insight, my thoughts and characters I would like to see nerfed and buffed. This is a tier list by Pumeister. Making an accurate tier list is not the main point of this video, so I just checked the tier list he made. I more or less agree with the placing of the characters here, more or less. I think Katarina is not D tier, for example, but it's pretty accurate according to my opinions. So, first of all, everybody knows that Akuma needs to be nerfed, and what I'm expecting from the next patch is a bigger meter nerf. I think they're going to nerf his meter when they did the same with Tugis. And not only that, I think they will nerf more things about Akuma, for sure. Maybe his damage, maybe his, you know, the tools he uses. I don't think they will nerf Dragono's wall bounce though. They reduced the damage on it, but they didn't make it slower. And I feel like Namco really wants Dragono to have a 12 frame wall bounce move from wall standing. More characters I would like to see adjusted would be Alisa. She's not broken or OP, nor super cheap. She's just all around a really strong character. And she's not like Akuma, where Akuma has a couple of moves every Akuma player spams. Alisa is one of those characters that has lots and lots of useful moves. And safe ones. So she can annoy you with tons of moves, even though she has some of her weaknesses. I think chainsaws could be nerfed a little bit. Maybe something should be nerfed about her neutral game, I don't know. I think that she should be nerfed, just slightly. Just slightly. Brian, I don't know. I haven't played Brian or King, so I don't know. I can't say much about them. I do want Kazuya's damage adjusted a little bit. He has a high execution barrier, but he always had that, and his damage is ridiculous. Claudio, perhaps nerf him a little bit. He's so strong right now, so strong. He got better lows, for example, better tools in neutral. For example, his homing move back one got buffed. I think he could use a couple of nerfs to compensate for that. And oh boy, here we have Asuka, our boy Asuka. Because no, in my eyes, Asuka is not a female. I would never play Asuka. She ugly. Besides that, Asuka is similar to Alisa in that she's super safe. On top of that, Asuka has ridiculously good panic moves. Can-cans, back 3, magic 4, and the 15 frame high safe power crush wall bounce. Who had this idea to give her such a power crush? That was uncalled for. Even Fergus said it was absolutely not necessary. That needs to go. That needs to go. Because that's not okay. That 15 frame safe power crush wall bounce. It's not okay. It also evades highs. Yes, it does. It's just not okay. It needs to go. She was really good even before these buffs, and they buffed her even more. It's one of those weird choices Namco made in Season 3 to buff the already strong characters and nerf the ones that are quite weak. That would be it for the top tier characters. I don't know the other characters too much, so I don't have much to say about them, and I don't think they are too annoying to me. A lot of people complain about Brian, so maybe do something about Brian. I don't know, but I already said which characters I want to see nerfed badly. Asuka, mainly Asuka, Akuma, a little bit Alisa, a little bit Claudio, Kazuya. A lot of people complain about the Mishima's tracking, which is true. Actually, the sidestep has been nerfed since Tag 2. Sidesteps are worse in Tekken 7, and they gave Mishima's better tracking moves. So it's like tracking is not that big of an issue anymore for Kazuya. I've heard interesting things about Lee, that he's losing his character identity, so that should be changed as well, according to the main man. I kind of agree with him. Xiaoyu is alright the way she is. I just don't like her playstyle anymore. She's alright, pretty balanced. She's a really good character in my opinion. But I just don't like the way they changed her since Tag 2. I used to meet Xiaoyu with Lili in Tag 2, and when Season 1 came out from Tekken 7, I dropped Xiaoyu, even though she was S tier in Season 1. She was ridiculously strong. I just didn't like her gameplay anymore. It's too different. It's like, it's not even Xiaoyu anymore for me. Gigas could be buffed a little bit, Elisa could be buffed as well. Armor King? To be honest, I want to see Armor King buffed just to see JDCR's Armor King in tournaments. Cause it's obvious that there are so many good players in Tekken 7 in tournaments, you know, the community is growing, everybody's picking top tier characters, like Akuma, because everybody wants to win, so... And JDCR has been kind of falling behind a little bit, because he was so stubborn and he really wanted to play Armor King, I guess. And... buff Lily, of course, buff Anna. She could use some buffs. Katarina could use a little, some buffs as well, but don't make her brain dead as she was before. Just make her more balanced. Just balanced but not brain dead, okay? They removed her cheesy stuff, and I'm glad for that. Buff bears, I guess. Bears are like trash tier in every Tekken game. I don't know why. That's about it. Also, it's amazing to me how Chloe was trash tier in Season 1, and they changed her so much during Season 2 and Season 3 that she's now a pretty strong character. Maybe even, well, she's an A tier character, yeah. She's really good. They could do the same with Gigas or Lily or Anna, you know, the bottom tier characters. Namco proved that they can make a trash tier character move up in tier lists. But what I really wanted to say is that I want the low tier characters to be buffed slightly, but what I really want is for all the top characters to be nerfed, because I feel like power creep is a real thing in Tekken 7. Movement has been nerfed. Every character has 1 billion launchers, 1 billion chunky strings, everything launches on counter hit, everything knocks down, you know? There are so many lows that counter hit launch now, so many lows that knock down for guaranteed damage. Magic force that are homing, you know? All these super good tools that are just too strong in my opinion. It's like the neutral gameplay doesn't even exist anymore in Tekken. It's all about who gets the first launcher. I don't like how Tekken 7 is. It's not even about correct spacing and poking anymore. It's just unga bunga, you know? Crazy shit like Akuma flips and death combos. Although they got rid of the damage, everyone was complaining about Impact 2, the combo damage, but now everybody just has insanely strong tools. I hate that. So yeah, I want all the I want all the characters to be, well, the better characters to be nerfed, and the low tier characters to be buffed and have less crazy shit in the game. And that's about it. I don't know what else to say. I want this game to be less unga bunga. I agree about nerfing. We have too many characters who barely have any weaknesses now. See, yeah, that's another thing. Characters are losing their identities. So many characters had their obvious flaws in previous games, and now Namco has covered their flaws really well. Let's take Alisa for example. I think she always lacked a good whiff punisher with good range. She had a great down for 2 and a hop kick, but now she has back for 4 for whiff punishment, which makes it super easy. She can punish stuff with pushback quite easily. You know? Or let's take Xiaoyu for example. She was always known for having underwhelming punishment, and now they gave her a 14 frame wall standing launcher, a new 13 frame. I mean, a new 13 frame wall standing launcher, a 14 frame standing launcher, and that's how power creeps in, you know? People are like, oh, Dragunov has a 13 frame wall standing 1-3 wall bounce. Why can't every other character have that as well? Like, you know, that's not fair. So people start complaining, I want this, I want that from my character, and the Namco ends up buffing every character, and we will end up with a really crazy game in Tekken 8, full of launchers and full of characters with excellent punishment, and I don't like this power creep at all. And that's it. Lili will finally get a save down for 2 in Tekken 8. Yeah. And so will every other character. When everyone's OP, no one is. True, yeah. Yeah, that's it. But I don't want everyone to be OP. I want this character to be more down. I mean, this game to be more grounded. I don't want every button to be a counter hit launcher. You know? But I think that's about it for today. I'll have to go. Let's see if I can host someone.